Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. MLK Day is celebrated on the third Monday of January each year. This day is observed to remember the American civil rights hero who led millions of people in the fight for racial equality. He helped bring change during a very challenging time in U.S. history. When MLK was a child, several white neighbors refused to let him play with their children because he was African American. The discrimination he repeatedly experienced in his youth inspired him to speak out against injustice. On December 1, 1955, a woman named Rosa Parks in Montgomery, Alabama, refused to give up her seat on the bus to a white person. At the time, buses were segregated by race. White people sat in the front and black people in the back. She was arrested and put into jail. Dr. King helped organize community members to boycott the Montgomery bus system. He soon emerged as a leader who fought for equal rights in a peaceful, nonviolent way. He was influenced largely by the works of Mahatma Gandhi, who used nonviolent acts of civil disobedience to bring social justice. On August 28, 1963, Dr. King helped organize the March on Washington and delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech.
You've probably heard parts of it. The march that day demonstrated something that politicians and the American people could no longer ignore. It showed there was majority support for the civil rights legislation to end many discriminatory laws. Dr. King delivered one of the most riveting and important speeches in American history on that day. He spoke of his dream for equality of both men and women of all races in this country. Additionally, he advocated people be judged on their abilities and not on the color of their skin or the station of their birth. His speech was one of the most transformative moments in American history. MLK Jr., as he is often known today, is ranked along with Jefferson and Lincoln amongst the men who shaped modern America. A mere 50 years ago, in some parts of the country, blacks were not allowed to ride the bus alongside whites. Even worse, those African Americans could not eat in the same restaurants or stay in the same hotels as whites in some cities. We have come a long way since then. We have equal legal rights irrespective of color, gender, or beliefs. Today, several prominent positions are held by African Americans. We currently have the first African American president of the United States, Barack Obama. Such achievements are a symbol of that march and MLK Jr.'s speech.
Dr. King was assassinated on April 4, 1968. At the age of 35, he is the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize. He continues to be an inspiration to the world.